Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one, back with another one. This is Sunday Dailies. I believe it's the 24th edition, I believe. Let's see something real quick. No, the 25th edition. Excuse me. We had the 24th edition. The 24th edition, we talked about a lot of things. And yeah, this is Sunday Dailies, my routinely Sundays. Appreciate people coming. Football season has officially started. And I know it's going to be a great time. And I know NFL is here. I predicted this going to be so views is going to be kind of shaky. So that's fine. I'll talk a little bit about sports and things like that, the NFL. And there was a battle rap at the trenches last night. Easy did very well. There's some great resorts for these battle rappers. It was a legendary battle with Hollow Man versus Head Ice. It was epic. And they said Hollow Man did his thing. That's a great sign, great comeback from a comeback battle in Philly. Head Ice did his thing too. They say he did good too. So it was the not just the fans that won, the people won, the supporters won. So I felt like that's the topic, a little bit of the topic of the day. But we also going to talk about this NFL stuff, and then we're going to talk about so just a little sports there and there. But the political news, it's kind of dry right now because the election. The runoffs is kind of just it's out there. But Deion Sanders did win yesterday. He's 2-0 right so far. So Jason Shitlock, I won't say Shitlock. I don't give a fuck about him. Is wrong once again. See, y'all need to stop listening to Jason Shitlock. Jason Shitlock is a guy that he's going to. I'll call him Coon Jason. Coon Jason's gonna be who he is. Coonlock. I'm gonna start calling him Coonlock. Coonlock, Jason Coonlock is gonna be who he is. I told y'all if you give him attention, he's just as bad as Skip. He's just as bad as Stephen A. My man said Stephen A. Snitch, which he is. Nobody likes Stephen A. Snitch or Stephen A. Smith or whatever. He's a fraud, by the way. Stephen A. Fraud. What I more like call him. I call him SAF. I call him SAF. That nigga's about to be ousted by ESPN because Shannon's gonna take his spot. And his contract's gonna be up by 2 years. Shouts out to Ticket TV for that, for saying that. And I watched his little clip and whatever. But anyways, Coonlock. Wrong again. Russo, wrong again. Shouts out to LB from the LDBC, the Lions Den basketball community, breaking that down. And like I said, Shitlock is wrong again. Y'all gotta understand, like, the sports podcast landscape is crazy. Now, Gilbert Arenas, I don't watch his bullshit podcast, whatever. He's sent it to Melly Monaco, a clown ass nigga that's a 3-time All-Star. I told you he ain't shit. And Team USA did get destroyed by I think Canada. Did they lose yeah, they lose to Canada. And that did they lose to Canada? Did they get destroyed? Let me see the score. I don't say the fifth World Cup. Basketball World Cup. Yeah. Let me see who lost. Uh okay, Serbia and Germany's right now. So Serbia for the World Cup. Okay, final. Okay. It's 4-7 right now. Serbia's gonna win. I don't know if Jokic is playing for Serbia. I don't think he is. It's some other players playing it. Latvia beat Italy. Lithuania beat Slovenia, I believe. See, Canada beats Slovenia and they lost to also Lithuania, so they out of it. Latvia beat Lithuania. So it's a lot of teams there. It's a lot of Eastern European countries was in it. Germany was doing good. They beat everybody. Canada lost to Serbia before, so they lost to Serbia. That's the semifinal. Canada lost that. So Germany lost to the USA by 2 points, I remember. And this is third place. This is third place medal. So Canada beat the brakes off of United States. Canada scored 127 points, and United States had 118. Oh, look at this. It was in overtime. It was in overtime. Beat the brakes off them in the overtime, final OT. Oh, that went to overtime. That was a tough competitive game. And most of them are NBA players in Canada. They, RJ Barrett, yeah, he got the bronze. Beat the United States. See how many 3-pointers they had. United States took 37 percentage 3-pointers, and Canada had 45.9 percentage 3-pointers. They would shoot from 17 to 37, which is okay. That's fair. United States had 10 out of 27 3-pointers, which is sad, by the way. Field goal percentage, they have 43 out of 84 field goal percentage, and they had 42 and 81. Not enough, man. So Canada shot more threes than the United States, and they was shooting bad. Free throws, oh, they got to the line a lot. 85%, 85.7% free throw shooting. Excellent. 24 out of 28, 25 out of 32, 75% free throw shooting on the United States. I told you it's terrible. How many blocks they got? They got 5 blocks. The team has 5 blocks total. 29 assists. Canada had 29 assists and United States had 21. That is fucking sad. That is fucking sad. Turnovers. Okay, United States had 14 turnovers. Canada has 12 turnovers. Sad. Just fucking sad. And fouls and personals. Um, Canada fouled a lot. They had 24 fouls, and United States had 21. A lot of people say, "Why are you counting fouls?" Well, that's how much they got to the free throw line. Game that was close went to overtime. It went to overtime in the fourth quarter, so it was 29 points each in the fourth quarter. But the first quarter was 34 to 25. Not bad. It was a close one. 31 to 24. So they had like 31 points in the second quarter. The United States was up, and Canada had 24 points in that quarter. But the third quarter was 26 points by the United States. They had 31 points in the second quarter, so they came back and it made it a little closer. But Canada came back in the third quarter. They did okay. They had 33, so they kept the United States at bay, but they tied it up in the fourth quarter. And it was competitive battle. But that overtime, they scored 16 points. The United States had 7 points, and that's how you got the 127 to 118. So you got 25 points. You add all that up to 29 to number 7, you got 118. It's pathetic. So the gold medals now, it's Serbia and Germany for the final for the World Cup. They're playing for the World Cup tournament. You already got that in the NBA. Adam Silver said we need a World Cup. No, we already got that. So the days you got the Bengals and Browns. Bengals should win that game. Texans and Ravens. Ravens gonna win that one. The Falcons should beat the Panthers because it's wide open. The Commanders, we call them Deadskins over here, facing the Cardinals. That's gonna be interesting. Jags and Colts. That's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna probably watch some football today. Everybody think I'm gonna say, "Oh, it's Sunday Madness." No, this ain't Sunday Madness. It's Sunday Daily. Sunday Madness is different. Sunday Madness is when you that's for that was for like a pandemic stream. I let people on panels. I used to do all that, and I stopped doing it because it was certain situations that went on, and but I ain't gonna explain that. Y'all can watch the playlist for yourself and see the results. And I was through with it. The same way with Thursday Thrills. I'm gonna be through with that too. You're not gonna see that all next year. I'm just gonna go straight pre-recording next year. Live stream less. I'm gonna try to do independent thinking series a little more and cut it off completely for the whole half of the rest of the year. I will do it all spring too. I'm definitely doing it winter and spring, but I'm definitely going to do it in time. But I'm going to cut it off completely, half of it next year because it'll last to the spring and it's going to end. I'm not going to bring it back again. Y'all can watch as much as you want. I want to figure out if I want to live stream on here more. I want to live stream less. I want to do vlog streams more and try to do these particular live streams, whatever, and just speak my mind, whatever. I'll pick a day and stream. It's ridiculous. It'll be political topics and things like that. But I can do pre-records. That's strictly what I'm doing from now on because pre-records is the best way keep the YouTube going because that's what I'm into. But this other shit, live streaming, I'm done with that. So a lot of people can listen to me that way, and you know, I'm just gonna do that. The pre-records is where it's at, but the live stream is not. It's stale because that's pandemic shit. People is paranoid, bitch made like usual. And this is why I don't fuck with YouTube as a whole. But a lot of good games. Eagles and Patriots. That should be a good one. Eagles should beat the Patriots. Patriots ain't gonna be that good. But it's in New England. It's gonna be tough. I think the Eagles gonna beat the Patriots. Me personally, my team's gonna beat them. Uh, the Titans and the Saints. Titans should beat them. Raiders should beat the Broncos because Russell Wilson ain't the same player what he once was. The Seahawks should beat the Rams. The Rams ain't that good. Packers, they all right. The Bears should win that. Be an interesting game because sometimes it can go the other way. You don't know. Now, the Steelers should beat the 49ers. These are good teams in the first week. We're talking about in the first week. This is the first week now. I don't know who had a bye week in the first week. So Thursday football, Lions upset the Chiefs. It was a close game. Not surprised. That was a close game. Lions made a statement. Now you got the rest of it, and then you got today. Now tomorrow you got the Bills and the Jets. To be personally, I got the Bills beating the Jets. Now, if the Jets beat the Bills, I'm not surprised. Bills got exposed. These are question marks if they want to go to the Super Bowl or not. Now, this coming Thursday is the Eagles and the Vikings. The Eagles should beat the Vikings. So we got the Patriots this week, and then we got the Vikings this Thursday. Interesting schedule. But the NFL is here, man. Like the NFL is totally here, and I know people's gonna watch it all the time. And it's gonna be in the afternoon, of course. 1 Eastern time, Central time would be like 12 p.m. If it's 12, it's 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central. Because I remember I used to live in a Central time zone years ago. Um, the Pacific would be like 10 something. You know what I'm saying? It'd be 10 in the Pacific. If it's 1, it'd be like 10 over there. Because football be around 10 o'clock a.m. over there. And then Mountain would be like 11 in the mountain, but then 12 Central and then 1 p.m. See, football starts. And if you're in California right now, you watching football, it's at 10 a.m. and then the game is on. And the game's coming on around 4 or something. It's probably 1 where you at. That's when people watch the games at around 1. But it's 4 20 something in Eastern time where we at. 1 football every Sunday on the East Coast. And 12 to 3 something Central where I used to live at. That's when the football games come on. But when it's like 1 to 4, you already know. And then when it gets to 8 o'clock game, you already know that's what Sunday night football is better than the afternoon. Because football all the time, you watch it all the time. Then Sunday night football comes around, you be like, okay. But that's what you're gonna have. You're gonna have these things that going to matter, but that's all I'm gonna look at. But basically, battle rap it's come a long way. And I mean, this card with Easy in them. So we pretty much established that. So I'm just not tripping. I'll look at this stuff right here. I'm just looking at it. But that's just how I look at it for me sakes. I mean, this won't even load. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't even care for Instagram like that. The downside with Instagram, these scrolls be crazy as shit. But it is okay. But I'm through with the scrolls and all that. But what we see right now is we're in the future, like what's going on, today and whatever. But I ain't got no news or anything. Looking on my phone, see what's going on. They said mafiosos cap right to my Cash App. Yeah. Excuse me for that. Scratching my ear for a minute. Let me see something real quick. Yeah. Let's look at something real quick. So, yeah, Thirsty Thrills, the 74th edition. I'm gonna be talking about various things and current events and what's going on. But you're gonna see more of that a lot lately. So it's gonna be you're gonna see some potential things coming through. So, and that's the thing that I feel like people should not understand, you know. And that's just me, so to speak. I get the feel, and then you get the motions, and there you are, what you have, you know. But besides from that, that's basically what I got on YouTube. But yeah, NFL is it's here, baby. It's here, live and full in effect. But basically, what I'm saying is like you understand that these teams are gonna just play for the Super Bowl this year. So, Eagles, my team lost last year. A lot of people said the Chiefs cheated. The Chiefs ain't gonna be the same. I don't think they're gonna go back. If they have too many injuries, they'll bounce back at the end of the year. But I just don't pick them winning the Super Bowl. It's gonna be tough. AFC, they can be beat because they already won it 2 times in this era. It's Pat Mahomes' era. Yeah, he's got 2 Super Bowls. But after that, he's not gonna get another one for a minute. He'll get another one. I would say, like, I don't know about the Chiefs. They'll be back. Let me tell you something. They'll be back, but it depends on who's going to dominate the league. So Aaron Rodgers can beat him. He can win a Super Bowl for the Jets. And if he goes back again, he's going to make sure his weapons is right. See, the Jets, it's something that OJ said on it is what it is podcast with Cameron and Mace. Salute to that podcast, man. I support that fucking show, man. It's better than $1 million worth of game right now. And they got some great guests. Episode 1 was dope. I love episode 1. Episode 2, oh shit. They already starting off the bang. Yeah, they have OJ. I don't care if OJ like that, but OJ brought up a great point. He mentioned every quarterback that left their original franchise to win a Super Bowl. He mentioned Matt Stafford, which he's accurate, and he did win a Super Bowl. He wasn't supposed to win that year, but he won. He shut everybody up. He was with the Lions, and he went to the Rams and won. Now look at them. They ain't gonna win this year because they lost half of their core. And who else did that? Tom Brady. He mentioned Tom Brady. He mentioned a lot of players that won and won a Super Bowl. It's possible for Aaron Rodgers. Now, if this is true, if Aaron Rodgers does it this year, now most people don't have the Jets winning. Most people have Baltimore winning the Super Bowl. Me personally, I know everybody's gonna pick the Chiefs. I know everybody's gonna pick the Chiefs. Some people gonna pick the Ravens, Steelers, whatever. That's AFC talk. But let's be realistic here. Now, Aaron went to the AFC conference, right? He just came from the NFC. The NFC was jammed up with the Packers and anybody else is up for grabs, right? But he went to a conference. Now it's got more competition. No Brady. Aaron Rodgers, if he pulls this off, he'll prove Cameron and Mace wrong. Now, Cameron and Mace, they from NY, and they said the Jets, you had to go back when they won championships in the 60s. And that's right. Jets had it each year. And they struggled. They was terrible. And then they had each year. But if the Jets, he got to see it to believe it. If they're doing good this season, me personally, my prediction with the Jets is going to be they're going to be okay. They had a good defense last year, but if they get Aaron Rodgers this year, their whole team is going to improve. They may be like 10-6. My prediction, they'll be like 10-6. They ain't going to be no 8-8. Hell no. They're going to be 10-6 or probably 10-6 or 11-2 or 11-4. I'll say it like that. They'll be 11-4 and 10-6. Me personally, my prediction based off their schedule. They try to say their schedule is bad, but I don't think it's bad. It depends on how they play. Today's game because they playing against a team that's all right. It's the Bills. Not today's game. Tomorrow's game. Excuse me. Tomorrow's game with the Bills. That's their game. So we gotta look at that. Now the standings is it's too early to call. Let's go with the Jets. I'm gonna look at their schedule. Okay. Now they played the Giants. They did well against the Giants in preseason. We'll gotta see how it translates. Now tomorrow's game is 8:15. Monday Night Football is gonna be epic. So that means they're going to play against the Bills. Now the Bills is a tough out. Now most people gonna pick the Bills win the game, but I believe I'm picking the Jets to beat them because they got Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is gonna have to play well. Now he ain't the same player he once was, but if he comes out swinging in the start, it'll be a good start. Now they are gonna play against the Cowboys. It's gonna be a little tough. It's tough and early on. I'll say the Cowboys. That's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be the next Sunday. That's on the 17th. Okay. They also play the Patriots. They play the Patriots. Very interesting. That's gonna be a great matchup. The Patriots. Now the Chiefs. That's gonna be a tough one. We're gonna see. So they have a little tough schedule, but I don't think it's that tough. Now the Eagles will be the toughest. I'll say Eagles. I'll say the Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys. They should beat the Cowboys. They should beat the Cowboys and the Bills because they okay, but they're not. No. Now the Patriots. They gonna look nice this year. But I got the Jets beating a couple of teams early. But the Chiefs and the Eagles are going to be their toughest. It'll be Chiefs and the Eagles. They should beat the Giants. Giants ain't got nobody. Technically, they ain't got nobody. And they play the Bills again in November. They should beat the Raiders. They should beat the Dolphins. They should definitely beat the Falcons. I'll tell you that right now. They should definitely beat the fucking Falcons. That's on GP. They should definitely beat the Falcons. Um, they got the Commanders in December around Christmas Eve. That's about right. Yeah, Christmas Eve or something like that. They got Christmas Eve game. I believe that's on a Monday. I don't know if that's on a Thursday. I could be on a Monday. I'm not sure. Or is it Sunday? If Christmas on a Monday this year, y'all let me know. After the comments and all that. Okay. I gotta check the calendar. Can I check the calendar? Or is it a Sunday game? Let me check this year. Because next year, also they got 18 weeks. Okay, yeah, they got 18 weeks now to be determined. They'll play the Patriots on the 7th of January. Yeah, because the playoff starts later. That's what I see how they did. So you play it till next year, like January. That's in the Patriots. That's one game. Okay. Let me look at the calendar for a minute. Yeah, Christmas is Monday this year. Okay. Christmas is Monday this year. And that's a good thing. They have a Monday game. Not a Monday game. They have a Sunday game. So they should beat the Commanders. Commanders ain't gonna be that good. I don't think they're gonna be that good this year. I'm just saying personally because based off their scheduling and all that. Jets got a pretty easy schedule the rest of the season. Tough early on, yeah. They should beat the Cowboys. They should definitely beat the Cowboys. They should definitely beat the Cowboys. That's just me personally. I think they should beat the Cowboys. Definitely should beat the fucking Broncos. The Broncos' chemistry is all fucked up. But the Jets should be good. They should be like 10-6 or 11-4. I'll say it like that. Because early on they're gonna have some ups and hurdles. But if they do win games, oh my god, if they do win games, the Jets are gonna be tough. I would say the Bills is up there, Jets is up there. That would be a great game. But to me, if the Jets beat the Bills, that's saying something. And if they win the next couple of games, that lets me know the Jets are on something. It's too early, but Aaron Rodgers can win a Super Bowl. It's a possibility he can because he had the experience. Um, Dolphins is good. That whole AFC East is competitive now. So you got the Jets, you got the Bills, Dolphins. Patriots are gonna be okay. I think the Patriots are better than the Dolphins. The Dolphins, they ain't gonna do nothing. I know a lot of people like Miami and all that, but the Miami Dolphins, they're not going nowhere. I mean, yeah, they got Tyreek Hill, but that was done what Kansas City did, let him go. That's the whole bread and butter of the offense. But after that, what is he anyway? Much of a runner. AFC West is wide open. Yeah, Mahomes is gonna rule it. We already know Mahomes is gonna rule it in AFC West. So Mahomes should do good, but they lost against the whatchamacallit, the Detroit Lions. That's their first game. Now, Chargers is good. Raiders is okay. Lost, I still like them. The Broncos and Raiders are my favorite in the AFC West, but the Broncos are gonna lose probably today. They're gonna have to lose today because they ain't gonna be their chemistry's all messed up. So I got the Raiders coming out of AFC West. I got the Chiefs winning the division. I got the Raiders going to the playoffs too. AFC North is okay. I have Baltimore coming out of there or Cincinnati, one of the two. I believe Cincinnati can do it, and those two, and then the Steelers. I think them three will come out, and the AFC West is going to be lopsided. It's going to be like it has to be Denver or Kansas City. That's the only thing. Tennessee is a question mark. They supposed to be good. They're a question mark, and then they got the Texans and the Colts. The Colts and the Texans, they're trash. They're not going nowhere. Now I would say Jacksonville and Tennessee should win that division. One of the two come out of that division strong. But if these other teams don't show up, that's just let you know. AFC East got it all locked up. I'm sorry, they got it all locked. The AFC East got it. The NFC, the the NFC is got. Already know the Eagles got it. I said Eagles got it. Cowboys ain't got it. Cowboys is probably second or third at best. The Eagles and the Cowboys again. Giants not so much. Commanders not so much. It's gonna be Cowboys and Eagles again. That's me personally thinking it'll be them because the way this game goes, we'll see. Cardinals, Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks. I got the Cardinals upsetting everybody. The Rams ain't gonna be much. It should be the 49ers and the Cardinals. I don't think it's gonna be Seahawks and Rams. They're outdated. They lost too many players they used to have. NFC North is wide open. Me personally, I think Detroit is for real. Detroit will try to take that. It'll be the Lions, and it probably gonna be the Bears. It's probably gonna be Detroit and Chicago, and then maybe Minnesota. Them three try to the start of the season, but the NFC it's gonna end up being Detroit. Me personally, I think Detroit's gonna be the answer. NFC South, me personally, I think it's gonna be the Falcons or the Panthers, one of the two. Saints and Buccaneers are through, but I do got Atlanta winning the division or Carolina end of the year. They both gonna be in the playoffs. I'll tell you that right now. The playoff picture is gonna be very different this year. The Super Bowl is gonna be very different this year because next year is election year, and you know how crazy it gets. The NFL is just it's super wide open. But this is my little sports predictions and all that. But I ain't have to be granted. But I'm just saying that's me personally how the season's gonna play out. It depends on how people play. Everybody's gonna start off good until mid-season. It's still early. Who had the better coverage and stoppage? There's going to be some injuries to make determines of the teams that when it usually happens in regular season. It happens all the time in the NBA and all the other sports. But that goes to show you where we at now. Anyways, this is a Sunday Dailies, the 25th edition, of course. And yes, this is just sports talk. I'm just in here, about to get my head done. Should I say, keep it bald, sort of. Yes, I'm bald headed, but still, I'm gonna get that worked out. So that's what I'm doing basically. Get my fitness in first, and then I'll get it done. So I'll see y'all in Thursday Thrills, the 74th edition, of course. Yeah, I may drop something this week, content wise. Some pre-recorded content. Just don't quote me on it, but I may drop something. I may talk about a few things and other areas and things like that, but just keep in mind and keep focus on what's going on in the task. So that's how I'm gonna look at it, sort of speak. But then again, you have these things correlating what's going on. So I understand that what people are not trying to say in so many words and just had these foundations or whatnot. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So with that, shalom to the people of Israel, of course, people of Yah. Pray to the East as always. Gentiles, shalom to y'all too for supporting the Yashraelites, of course. If y'all guessed, whatever, shalom. And until next time, and I will see y'all this Thursday. And I'm signing off and I'm out.